Hi, welcome to a brand new vlog. Today's vlog is all about making significant progress in my debut novel. I've been working on my debut novel. The working title is Ben. If you've watched any of my vlogs, you know you've heard of Ben. It's a new adult contemporary. I'm still working on coming up with not only an actual title, but also a concise synopsis. There's platonic love, friendship, there's family relationships. It's a lot about forgiveness and reconciliation. There's a road trip. The main character is going through a little bit of a quarter-life crisis. There's stuff going on. You'd think I'd have something by now because I've technically been working on this book for like 5 years now. It's been a little inconsistent, but still, it's been long enough for me to at least have a little something. Maybe a title. The title is going to be the hardest thing for me, I think. I have no clue. I just have no clue. Anyway, I promise I'll come up with a way to describe it a little bit better. I'm working on it. But all that being said, I'm currently working on draft 5. It's kind of my second last major developmental draft. Once I've completed this draft, I'm going to be sending it to beta readers, and then hopefully I'll be able to just iron out any last developmental kinks in draft 6, and then we'll move on to line editing and copy editing and proofreading and all that stuff, and then release. And I'm so excited. The deadline I've given myself to finish this draft is the end of September. That is 20 days away, and I have about 31 chapters left. 31 if you include the epilogue. So that means I'm gonna have to really get a move on, kick it into high gear, as they say. If you watched my last vlog, you'll know that I got to chapter 10. I got 2 chapters done yesterday, which feels amazing. I haven't done that in quite a while, so that felt really good. And today I'm actually about to leave. I'm meeting up with a friend. We're gonna go to a cafe and just have a bit of a writing session today for a few hours. And I haven't done that. I couldn't tell you the last time I did that. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I have some good momentum right now. I'm feeling good about the progress that I'm making. I'm feeling good about the changes that I'm making. I feel like there are still certain things that I'm gonna need to change and work on, but overall I'm feeling really good. I feel like I'm adding in a lot more nuance to things. I've been tweaking a lot of dialogue and trying to add in a little bit more subtext. I think it's getting better. I've been working on this book for so long. I feel like I almost can't tell anymore, but I think it's improving. Today's Wednesday, September 11th, by the way. I can't remember if I mentioned that or not. It's the middle of the week. I did have a goal for myself for this week to get 5 chapters written, and I've done 3 so far of the 5. So I'm feeling like I can up that goal a little bit. Here's the goal for today's vlog. I want to get to chapter 15. That is what we're striving toward, and I'm honestly, I don't want to sound cocky, but I feel like I can do that. In this moment, still riding off the high of getting 2 chapters done yesterday, I feel like I could do 5. So if you're interested in seeing whether I reach that goal or not, then stick around because we're gonna be doing some revising. Okay, it is many hours later. I am back home. I had such a lovely time writing in a cafe with my friend. It was so good. I got 1 chapter done. Chapter 11 is done. I prepped chapter 12. But I'm going to spend the rest of tonight doing some video editing because I'm very behind and I need to post a video to Patreon tonight. I think it's about maybe 6:30 right now. I'm just going to get changed, get into something comfy. I'm going to eat dinner, watch Kids Baking Championship, do some video editing, and it's going to be a great night. It's been a great day. I did want to do 2 chapters today, but that's okay. We're still making good progress. We're still making good time. I was kind of looking ahead at chapter 12 and chapter 13, and I'm thinking I might try breaking up, like adding in another chapter and breaking the scenes up a little bit differently. That was kind of just a gut feeling that I got when I was looking over the scenes. It feels like that might be a good thing to do. So I'm going to try that out and see how it is. I'm going to be trying that tomorrow when I work on chapter 12. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling motivated. I feel like I have momentum. I think I'm making the story better. And yeah, I'm feeling really grateful. I'm grateful for the friends that I have, the opportunities that I have, and the fact that I'm able to work on my art all day, every day. At least for the time being until my next contract starts. But I'm so grateful for the little in-between contracts time because I can really just live my dream full-time indie author, creator life, you know? Wow. What a time to be alive. Good morning. It's the next day. It's Thursday, September 12th. I'm doing my last round of thrift shopping for a little while. Okay. As much as I love it, I love the hunt, I have to stop. So I'm just gonna go to the last couple that I wanted to see, plus the Spirit Halloween, and then I'm done. I'm calling it, and I'm gonna start decorating. I'm very excited to start decorating my place for fall and Halloween. So I'm about to leave to do that, but I'm also gonna pass by my local library because I have a book that's ready for me. I got the Libby app, so I'm really excited. I feel like I'm all set up finally. I'm really looking forward to checking out that book and reading it and bringing it back. It's so cute. It's the cutest thing. So I'm gonna be doing that today. I'm gonna try to do all of my kind of running around stuff right now in the morning, and then I'll come back home and do a bunch of work for the majority of the day, and then in the evening I'll go visit my parents as per usual. Today's goal is to finish chapter 12 and 13. Again, like I think I mentioned it yesterday, I might break things up a little differently. I might add in a little chapter and break up the scenes differently, so potentially doing that, and I'd love to get 2 chapters done at the very least today. I also have so much video editing to do, so I need to finish that up. I didn't finish the video yesterday, but that's fine. I'm gonna post it to Patreon today. It'll go live on Friday, and it'll be great. But that video is pretty much done. I just need to finish it up, and then I have like 2 or 3 other videos. I do need to make a lot of progress with those, so that is the main thing I'm doing today. That's it. It's Saturday. It's September 14th. I'm currently on chapter 13, which means I have 27 chapters left to write, which means basically I need to get a move on. So my goal for today is to finish 2 chapters. I finished chapter 12 last night. I didn't end up breaking the chapters up differently. I still might go back and do that. I don't know, but for right now I left the chapters the way that they are. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it, but I didn't change it just yet. Ideally, what I would love is to get this book down to 85K. The way it's looking now, I'm feeling like that's not gonna happen, because later on in the draft, in the 3rd act, even though there are a few scenes that are meant to be a sort of quicker pace and they are shorter, there's also a lot that I want to add in. So I know for sure I'll be adding at least like 2K to the last little bit, at least 2K. But I did do a little bit of math, so I went back and checked draft 4, like how many words I had up until chapter 13, the end of chapter 12, and in draft 4, that's about 36,500 words, which kind of feels like a lot. I don't know, but I think there's still room to tighten certain things up in Act 1 currently. So when I go back, there might be a little bit more that'll be kind of shaven off in Act 1, so that might help. But currently in the new draft, I'm up to 38,000 words, almost 38 exactly in the first 12 chapters, essentially. 12 chapters plus the prologue. So essentially, so far in about 12 chapters, I have added 1,400 words. Not bad. I've also taken a lot of stuff out, so it's kind of, I don't know. It's not the worst. It's not the worst, but I really do want to make this book as tight as possible. I don't want anything in it that I don't really need. So yeah, the way it's looking right now, it looks like I'm going to be adding words to the final word count, and the final word count of draft 4 I think was like 92 something. It would be really great if I could get it down to at least 90, but it's looking like I can't go more than 95, okay? I won't go more than 95K. Definitely gonna be working on that. And plus I still have to do line editing and copy editing, and I know that there are a lot of filler words and stuff that I'm gonna be taken out. So I'm hoping it all works out and I can bring it down to at least 90K. I think that would work. It's already a little bit late in the day. It's about 2 p.m. right now. This morning I kind of just did my own thing. I did a bunch of cleaning up. I did a bit of laundry. I took a good shower, washed my hair, did my hair, got ready for the day, went to get groceries. I was thinking about making focaccia bread today. I've never made focaccia bread. I've never made any bread, I don't think, in my life. So I do want to attempt to make my own. I do want to be able to make a really good gluten-free one. That would be ideal. So I'm gonna get started on chapter 13, but before I do, I just want to show you this because I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it for many reasons. This is my first manga, first of all. This is Death Note. The other day I was talking to a few people in my Discord server, which is linked down below if you want to join it. It's open to join. Anybody can join it. But I was talking to a few people about how I wanted to start reading some manga, and I decided on Death Note because I'm familiar with the story, the concept of the story anyway. I did watch the Netflix movie, and I feel like it fits the spooky vibes of fall, and I felt like it was just a really good manga to start with. So I have this. I have until October 3rd, apparently. I did start reading it already. It's such a quick, easy read. I love it. I love it so much, and it's so fun! So I will be finishing this in the next couple days. I also really need to finish off 80s Ghosts. I'm still only about 60% of the way through, so I'll be finishing that in the next couple days as well. Okay, time to do some revision work. bread flour here because I'm gonna attempt to make focaccia bread. A honey rosemary focaccia bread. I'm also making some quick instant ramen to eat because I'm hungry. I did finish chapter 13. I was getting a little bit frustrated in certain parts. I worry that the imposter syndrome is creeping in. It's been a while. It's been a little while. I've been riding pretty high lately, but I did notice with that chapter that I was just like, this is trash. This is garbage. This is terrible. I had a few of those thoughts and I did not like them because I still have more than half of this manuscript to get through and I can't afford, I don't have time for imposter syndrome right now. I just don't. I know I'm also getting my period soon, so that might be why, but it definitely wasn't my favorite writing session, but we're still gonna power through. I do want to finish chapter 14. I did prep chapter 14. Chapter 14 is under 2,000 words, I believe. I think it's 1,800 or 1,900, so I think I can get that done fairly quickly. And then hopefully I can get one more chapter done today, and that would be lovely. So what I'm gonna do right now before I take a minute to eat is I'm just gonna gather the things that I need. So I know that I need bread flour, obviously. I also need quick rise instant yeast, rosemary, some honey. I'll need some salt. This is coarse sea salt, but I'll make it work. Olive oil, fresh garlic. Oh my gosh, is that it? That does not seem like enough stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go eat really quick and then I'll come back and prep this bread. Okay, so I'm back. I did prep some of the stuff I had to like chop and whatnot, so that's ready to go. 2.5 cups of flour. Okay, 1, 2. Undissolved yeast and salt. 1 teaspoon of salt. Next, heat water, 1/4 cup of honey, and oil until very warm. I've been watching so much Baking Championship lately, like so much Food Network. Currently watching through the Kids Baking Championship again, and it is just so wholesome. If you haven't watched the Kids Baking Championship, please do it. Do it for your soul. 1/4 cup of honey. Okay. Just dipped my hair in honey. Heat it up. Stir into dry ingredients. With what? With what? I don't know. I can't tell. Is it too dry? Hang on. Let's not freak out. I think something's happening. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Look at me making bread. No, I missed a step. I forgot to stir in the garlic before oh my god, it's okay. We'll get it in there. It's my first time. Okay, so I'm just letting the dough rise. I feel like I messed something up. I don't know, but hopefully it rises a little bit at least. We'll see. It says it's supposed to double in size. It's almost 6, so I'm gonna wait till 6. I'm gonna take a look. That'll be about a half hour. If it doesn't seem like it's risen very much, I'm gonna give it another 15 minutes and then I'm gonna bake it. I think it only bakes for like 15-20 minutes, so that's great. While all of that is happening, I'm gonna finish chapter 14 and then I'm gonna go to my parents' house. And then hopefully when I get back from my parents' house, I'd love to at least get partway through chapter 15. If I don't finish chapter 15, that's okay. Right now I'm going to work on chapter 14 and continue to watch Kids Baking Championship. Okay, so they definitely didn't get crazy big, but I think they look okay. So welcome to my first attempt at focaccia bread. I'm worried that it's raw inside, so I'm just gonna cut down the middle. Please be good. It's a lot more dense. I mean, it looks at least like it's cooked. It's not quite looking like focaccia bread to me on the inside, but we'll see. Okay. This may not be a super successful focaccia bread, but I think it's a decent bread in general. I think whatever this is, it's really good. The garlic and the honey, oh my god. That's not bad. Oh my god, my first bread. I burnt the bottom, but let's not look at that. It's very doughy. I really don't mind it. That's not bad at all. Oh my god, I made bread. I'm not supposed to be eating this because my body doesn't like bread, but my mouth loves bread. Okay, I'm gonna let these cool and I'm gonna finish chapter 14. Hi, it is Sunday, September 15th. It's the next day. It's almost 2 p.m. right now. I have spent the morning finishing chapter 15. Last night I was definitely starting to feel the imposter syndrome creeping in, and I don't think I'm clear of it yet. But working on chapter 15 today did feel pretty good. I felt like I was making things a lot better. I think I managed to cut almost 300 words from that chapter, which feels really good. I feel like I was able to notice things a lot easier this morning. I don't know, something was going on last night. I think it's the 2 chapters that I was working on yesterday. I feel like they still need a bit of work, and definitely this chapter, I think there's still a lot of room for tweaking and for tightening things up. But it was a scene that I already really liked, and I feel like you can tell that I liked writing it based on the way that it's written. But I also feel like I was able to improve it quite a bit this morning. I have been adding a few lines here and there that are helping with a note that I had in my manuscript critique from my developmental editor. So that's been feeling really good. And then this chapter I felt like was a good place to add in a bit more of that, and I did, and I think it's making it better. I tightened a few things up and took out some lines that felt a little bit repetitive to me, which I love doing. I love the little things that are just making it better. Even though this is a developmental pass, there's some line editing going on, okay? Basically anything that's very obvious, like when I see it, I'm fixing it, okay? So that does include some grammar and like formatting issues. I'm also noticing quite a few instances where I still have some past tense lines, so there's certain words and certain lines that are still in the past tense. In case you didn't know, I had 3 drafts written of this book that was in past tense, first person past tense. I recently in the 4th draft changed it to first person present tense, and so in this next draft I'm just finding those little instances where I missed changing it. And there's something about just changing those little things that feels so good. Like every little change that I'm making feels so good, and I know that it's making the draft better, and I love it. I am feeling good today. There's still that lingering, looming imposter syndrome that I know is gonna hit me, but I'm hoping to fight it off for as long as possible. We don't have time for that, so we're gonna do what we can to not let ourselves fall into the pit of despair. So yeah, I did reach my goal in this vlog to get to chapter 15. I did prep chapter 16. It's in the new document. I have written all of the notes that I have for it, so it's just waiting for me to make it better. And with all that being said, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know how your writing is going, how your reading is going, what you're watching, all of the stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and if you got to the end of this video, comment down below, stay gold, because you are golden. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.